Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's talk about the future of AI jobs. What if I told you the biggest opportunity in 2026 isn't where you think it is? It's not in the cloud. It's in your car, on the factory floor, maybe even on your wrist. Today, we're diving deep into a new kind of AI gold rush, one that's taking intelligence out of those massive data centers and putting it right here in the world all around us. So I'm sure you've heard all the hype, right? The AI job boom. But listen, what's heading our way in 2026? It's a whole different ballgame. We're not just talking about more jobs. We're talking about a fundamental shift, a complete reshaping of the entire tech landscape. And to give you a sense of the scale here, let's just look at one market, India. They're projected to create over 1 million new AI-related jobs by 2026. That's not just growth, folks. That is a tidal wave of demand that's about to crash onto the job market.
And you know what happens in a gold rush, right? Fierce competition for talent. Companies are literally throwing around huge six-figure salaries, even for entry-level spots. And if you're a senior, you're looking at well over 200 grand. The reason is simple. There just aren't enough people with the right skills to go around.
But here's the thing. This isn't just a story about jobs and money. All this crazy growth is happening because of a really fundamental shift in where AI lives. It's a question most people don't even think about, but the answer is changing absolutely everything.
Okay, so for the last decade or so, when we said AI, we pretty much meant the cloud. You know, those giant, powerful data centers somewhere far away, just crunching numbers. But that old centralized model, it's starting to show some serious cracks. And something new, something much more local, is stepping in to take its place.
Think about it like this. Cloud AI is like one giant, super powerful brain kept in a lab. So every time your phone needs to do something smart, it has to send a little message all the way to that lab, wait in line for the brain to think about it, and then get the answers sent all the way back. Yeah, it's powerful for sure, but it's also kind of slow and very, very far away.
And this chart, wow, it really lays out the trade-offs perfectly. With the cloud, you get all this raw power, but you pay for it with lag time, potential privacy issues, and, of course, you have to be online. Edge AI flips that script. It's all about what the cloud struggles with. We're talking instant responses, keeping your data private and working just fine even when you're completely offline.
So Edge AI, it completely turns that old model on its head. Instead of that one big central brain, it's like putting a tiny, specialized brain inside every single device. All the thinking happens right there, on the spot, instantly. No delay, no phoning home to the cloud. It just works.
So, the big question is, why now? Why is AI suddenly packing its bags and moving out of the cloud? Well, the simple answer is that for the next big wave of tech, the cloud just can't keep up. It's not fast enough, it's not private enough. Heck, in some cases, it's just not smart enough for the job.
I mean, think about it. When a self-driving car has to slam on the brakes or a medical device spots a life-threatening issue, a delay of even a few milliseconds could be catastrophic. It can literally be the difference between life and death. For these absolutely critical jobs, the cloud is just too slow, too expensive, and frankly, too unreliable.
And the solution, the big breakthrough that's making all of this possible, it's not some new fancy algorithm. It's hardware. We're talking about specialized, tiny, super efficient computer chips that can run these insanely complex AI models right there on the device itself, and they do it using just a tiny bit of power.
Okay, this table really puts the scale of this hardware revolution into perspective. Take something like a Raspberry Pi, which is awesome for hobby projects, by the way. It can do about 1 trillion operations per second, what they call one tops. And that sounds like a ton, right? But then you look at a specialized Edge AI chip, like this NVIDIA Jetson. It does 67 tops. That's 67 trillion operations every single second. It's just mind-blowing.
Let that sink in. That's a 67 times leap in performance, and it's using about the same amount of electricity. This isn't some sci-fi movie concept anymore. This is the real deal hardware that is making powerful AI on your device a reality right now.
And you know, this isn't something that's coming soon. This technology is already out there, right now, quietly working behind the scenes and changing our world in ways you might not even notice.
Let's look at a smart factory. A camera on an assembly line spots a tiny defect. Instantly, a local Edge AI chip analyzes it, and the system flags that faulty part. All of this happens in milliseconds. The only thing that ever needs to be sent to the cloud is a tiny little report that just says, hey, we found one defect. That's it. It's an absolute game changer for speed, for cost, and for reliability.
So on the factory floor, what does this mean? It means catching microscopic flaws that no human inspector could ever hope to see. It means preventing massive, expensive product recalls. It even means predicting when a machine is about to break down before it happens, saving companies millions and millions of dollars.
Or how about that smartwatch on your wrist? There's a good chance it's using Edge AI to analyze your heart rhythms. And the best part? All of that incredibly sensitive health data stays right there on the device. It's kept private, but it can still alert your doctor in a split second if it detects an emergency.
And then you've got self-driving cars. For them, Edge AI isn't just a cool feature. It's an absolute necessity, a lifeline. The car can't wait for a signal from some far-off data center to decide whether to hit the brakes. No way. It has to make those life or death decisions in a fraction of a second. And the only way to do that is with powerful AI running right there, on board.
One industry expert really nailed it. They said this is the year AI stops being something that happens in the cloud and becomes something that happens in the real world, where users and data actually are. It's intelligence that's finally here with us in the places we live and work every day.
Which, of course, brings us right back to where we started. This new frontier, this world of intelligent devices. It's not just some cool tech marvel. It's creating a completely new job market, and it's demanding a whole new set of skills.
Just look at this chart. It tells the whole story. Sure, about half of the new AI jobs are still your traditional cloud roles. But look at the other half. A massive 30% chunk is in Edge AI and hardware, and another 20% is focused on actually deploying these AI models out in the wild. The job market is changing, and it is changing fast.
So the hot ticket jobs for 2026? They're not just for data scientists anymore. No, the huge demand now is for people who can get their hands dirty, who can actually build and deploy this intelligence in the real world. We're talking about embedded systems engineers, MLOps engineers, robotics engineers, the people who make smart things.
And this timeline really shows you how fast all this is happening. I mean, just a few years ago, it was all about the cloud. Then 2023 hit, and everyone was talking about generative AI. But 2026, it is absolutely shaping up to be the year of the edge. That's where the real action is going to be. And that's where the best jobs are going to be, building smart devices for the real world. So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's that the future of AI isn't just about making the cloud smarter. It's about making our world smarter. The next big gold rush isn't happening in some remote data center. It's happening right here, on our factory floors, in our hospitals, and on our roads. The last big tech wave put a supercomputer in your pocket. This next one, it's putting a brain inside of everything else. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?